Let's go.
Let's go.
Hello and welcome to episode 4 of After the Game. King, before I introduce us, I think we need to stop doing this because Carlton is 0-4.
0-4.
We've done 4 after the game, so maybe after the game might need to hold on for a bit. But anyways,
our team just needs to get their shit together. That's what needs to happen.
Exactly.
Don't worry about after the game. So,
hey, at least this is therapy. But we're here.
That's
so
it.
I am your prince, Johnny Carlton, and if there's a prince, there must be a king. And I've got the special on the right, King of the North. How are you, my friend?
Good mate. How you doing?
Look, better now. It's a new week. I was terrible over the weekend, but as I said, new week, and ready to let all my anger and my stress and my just everything about the round. It's a new week. We gather around this week.
Exactly.
So, yes. All right.
Let's just quick say a hello to the chat because we've got a lot in the chat actually. We've got Ree and Toby. Thanks for coming in. Aussie Footy Talk is in. We've also got Justin Sanger has popped in because he's come to brag. So all good. Johnny Carlton's in there as well. And we've got Johnsy. G'day Johnsy. And Dam is in the house as well. Hope I'm better, Childer. Yes, I'm going better. Thanks very much for asking. And Johnsy is saying we were robbed as well. So let's just give this Dan one of these. Damn! And I think before we start, we've got to sort of be a bit sympathetic to the Adelaide supporters, and I think we should play this little video.
Play the video.
Absolutely, the Crows were robbed. Right in front of me. Right in front of me. Right in front of me.
Right in front of me, huh?
Right in front of me. It was a joke. All right? It was a
There we go. So that is for the once again the Crows supporters get robbed once again.
Right in front of me. Bang!
Unbelievable.
Right. You know what? We'll start things different tonight. Because we just spoke about that video, we'll start with the Adelaide game first.
All right. Let me bring up the score. So
Bring up the score.
I'll
Bring up the Adelaide game first.
I'll just give it a quick.
We're talking about it, so.
Just got to. Oh no, not that. Let me quickly bring up the interact. There we go. That's better. And let's scroll down to this one. There we go. So it was Adelaide Crows 90 to the Suns 91, a 1-point ball game, and they were robbed. That was a mark. He held it for long enough. He did get hit in the end, but yeah, there we go. What a cracking game though.
Oh, mate, I watched it from the start to the finish.
Me too.
Mate, that should have been Friday night or Thursday night. Instead, we see Geelong smash Melbourne and Collingwood smash Carlton. Like, what the hell's going on? Like,
Exactly.
Two absolute shit games.
Yep.
And he had this thriller to start off the Saturday. Mate, this game was on from the start.
It
like
was.
these two teams are playing finals. Like, that was a finals game. That could have been an elimination final preview. That was insane.
100% it was. Yeah.
Oh, and just a little warning to you out there, Mac Andrew. If you ever speak to my bear like that ever again, I'm coming for you. All right, bloody Mac Andrew. But look, as I said, was the Crows robbed? I personally think it was. I don't know about you, King, but I personally thought it was a mark. I thought even if he didn't mark it, he got hauled down to the ground without the ball, so it would have been a free kick anyways. But regardless, he got paid none of it. and because of that, Gold Coast still the 4 points at home.
Yeah.
But besides that, I thought Gold Coast was phenomenal as well. I thought their ball movement in the first half was brilliant. Their opening third quarter, that 5-minute ball passage was absolutely amazing. But hey, last year you would have seen Adelaide fall away. You would have seen them fade away. But this year they're back into it. They're losing, but they don't get their ball movement, their plays. They're right into it, and it's
100%,
this is a new Adelaide we're seeing. And look, as I said, obviously tomorrow night you'll hear from Jay Crom, the Adelaide expert, and he can go into the game a bit more because he knows his team more. But yeah, just wow, it was insane.
It was.
Actually,
the Gold Coast Suns are just a rejuvenated, new look team. They are winning a lot of games this year, and mate, they're good all over the ground. Like, they are dangerous all over the ground. They took it to Adelaide. Adelaide's not shabby at all. They've got talent all over the ground as well. They're a very, very good side, and the Suns took it to them from the kickoff. So yeah,
very impressive. I don't know if you did the watch along, but as I said, mate, it was.
I just watched the game. So yeah.
No, as I said, like that. Yeah, I'm saying it now. That was game of the round, easily, in my opinion. So kudos to both Gold Coast and Adelaide. Played performingly well, and you guys are going to go a long way this year.
Yeah.
All right. Well, moving on.
Murray,
we'll go.
Murray and Rochelle, big outs, but that's no excuse for saying.
Yeah, look, that as I said, Josh Rochelle is that type of player that, like, if he kicks a goal, he knows how to hype up a crowd. And Murray's a big loss as well in that back line. But as I said, you can't win every game with your best 22. There's going to be injuries. You got to find a way behind it. So that's what Adelaide needed to do, and they should have done it. But obviously, the umpiring just didn't go their way.
That's
now,
right.
We'll move back to Thursday night.
All right, we're going to tear the Band-Aid off straight away.
We're going to tear this bloody Band-Aid off because it's sticked onto me for way too long, and
right.
it's time to rip the bloody Band-Aid off.
Let's have a look at the score before we do anything. So it was Collingwood 63 to Carlton 46. It was a damp and wet old night on Thursday night as well, but once again, Carlton can't finish a game.
Can't finish the game, mate. We can't even play the game. So, before I speak out into it, we have got a special edition of
Johnny Carlton's rant. So Johnny Carlton's got a big rant tonight. So let's go.
I did. I saved it just for this episode. I won't say it on the Footy podcast tomorrow. Anyways, let's get into it. So, Thursday night, going to the game, all good. Then we get us Carlton fans, we get an email from our president 2 hours before the game, mind you, right? Right. This is where there's a rant before the game even starts. Okay?
Yep.
Listen to this. Collingwood have been posting their last 3 hours before the game how bad they hate Carlton, and they're showing all the old rivalries and all the fights and everything. And you know what we're doing? We're announcing we have a new big fucking sponsor. Whoopie fucking do. Yep. A sponsor? Who cares about a sponsor 2 hours before the game? And the president comes up and he goes, "Hey Carlton fans, how are you? I know we haven't started the season well, and we've got a big game tonight. But just before that, we just want to announce that Ampol is one of our big sponsors." King, let me ask you something. Do you care about Ampol?
No.
Do you think I fucking care about Ampol?
Ampol is a huge announcement, Dan says, but I don't know about that. Yeah, no.
96,000 fucking members, and you're giving we have a big fans of Ampol. The only person that cares about fucking Ampol is fucking Ampol.
Exactly.
We don't care about a fucking petrol station. We care about wins and losses. We care about what finals, and we care about a fucking premiership. That's what we care about. We don't care about a stupid fucking petrol station.
Yep, 100%.
Once that email came out, I knew we lost. I was like, oh, shit, here we fucking go again. They're going to fucking blame it on the fucking email, and they're going to go, oh, yeah, we lost tonight, but we're going to do a big sponsor. Fucking bullshit. All right?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Now, going to the game, sitting in my seat, I'm like, oh, shit. Like, I'm not undercover here. Like, if it rains, it's going to freaking rain. Anyways, it rained. I was getting soaked. It's all right. Carlton came out of the first half, did the Carlton thing. You know, we're the best first half team in the season right now.
In the competition, yeah.
Yeah, we're the best first half team in the competition. We were always leading at halftime to all our games. Yep, cool. But we're leading Hawthorn at halftime. Wow, halftime. It's not like the fucking game ended there. Anyways, what I want to know, and I hear all these inspiring quotes. I hear an inspiring quote from what's that guy's name? Albert Einstein, or you hear fucking famous quote from Muhammad Ali or someone famous. You know what I want to get inspired? You know, the way that Johnny Carlton is going to get inspired is listening to a halftime speech from Michael Voss.
100%.
Because whatever the fuck he says at halftime, there's a whole fucking new team that comes out to play in the second half, and we are absolute dog fucking shit. Dog
100%, 100%. I don't know what the fuck he's saying.
Whatever he's saying to his players at halftime, they think he's the billionaire, because whatever they do, they come out and they're like, where's the fucking action from the first half? Charlie Kerner's like looking up in the sky. Our players are looking clueless. There's no tackle pressure. Collingwood are going fucking bananas around us.
Yep.
Their shit at forward is playing their best game, and we're just in Wonderland. Michael Voss, whatever the fuck you're saying at halftime.
I don't know. I don't know what they're saying. But the thing that concerns me as well is like the heads go down too easy as well from the players. Holy shit! What the hell is going on there? What is Charlie Kerner doing down back in the last quarter of the game? Like the amount of heads that went down when they missed a goal or they did something wrong. The shoulders are down, the heads are down. Mate, they're just defeated. Far out, man.
I'm telling you now. There's no more. I've only done half of my rant.
Yep,
Second quarter, what is it? Third quarter, we're down by like 21 points, and Charlie Kerno's in the fucking back line. What the fuck's he doing in the back line?
Exactly.
What are you trying to do? Save a goal? We're down by 21 points. We need a fucking full forward in the fucking forward line.
Oh, man, I know.
And this guy's putting Charlie Kerner behind the ball. Oh, like we don't want them to concede another goal before three-quarter time. It's not like we're up by 5 points or we're trying to concede that. We're losing by 3 goals.
Yeah.
Actually score a goal to make it a 2-point ball game.
Yeah.
But no, they want to play Charlie Kerner down back. I saw a stat today, King. Stat.
Yep.
The last time Carlton won a game, 246 days ago.
No way.
The only 2 teams that is longer than us right now is Melbourne and West Coast.
Wow. That's horrific.
Richmond have won a recent game than fucking Carlton. 246 days since Carlton has last won a fucking game.
Wow.
You're telling me I have not heard my song in 246 days after the fucking siren.
Wow.
246 days.
That is a long time, Chrissy. It is, yeah.
Now,
far out.
Now, Another stat came through the week. Now this is a personal quote, right? And I don't care if I say it on YouTube, because I do someday I do want Carlton to hear this,
Yep.
and I really want them to find out. So I got a bank notification, right? They said, congratulations, you've just hit $30,000 spent on the Carlton Football Club.
No way.
So in the last 10 years, I've spent $30,000 on Carlton. That's
Wow.
including flights.
Yep.
That's including flights, accommodations, tickets, merchandise, memberships.
Yep.
I spent $30,000 when I could have deposited that on a stupid house.
Yep.
But the idiot I am loves my fucking football team so much that they haven't won a fucking final one final in the last 5 years. I've been born for 26 years. I've seen one fucking prelim final.
Yeah.
Where the fuck's our premiership?
Yeah.
I'm spending all my money and I'm going to every fucking game like an idiot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, yeah. Guess what? Guess what, King? Guess what I did this week?
Went to the game.
Guess what I did? Guess what I did Friday morning?
Don't tell me you cancel your membership.
No, I didn't cancel my membership.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, I was supposed to go to Gather Round this week. Fuck Gather Round. I am not fucking going to watch Carlton play West Coast in Adelaide to watch that fucking shit. I'm not going Gather Round. They expect me to go Gather Round after that stupid fucking performance. No, I cancelled my tickets. I'm staying in Melbourne. I'm staying on my couch, and I'm watching Carlton from home. You know what? It's the first fucking time I stepped up, but they fucking deserve it. 0-4 to start the season. We can't even fucking beat Richmond, and they want me to go to fucking Gather Round.
Imagine how you feel if you went to Adelaide and then they got beaten by West Coast.
Oh, don't even talk to me. If we lose to West Coast, this week, I'm scared. I'm scared what my actual heart is going to feel like. I don't know what the hell I'm going to feel if we lose to West Coast. To West Coast. This team's fucking shit. And they haven't won a game in fucking ages. And last time we beat them with kids. Imagine we rock out with our best 22 and we can't even beat West Coast. Oh, my God.
I know. And then you got to play North the week after.
Oh,
mate, they're both not going to be easy.
So, you're telling me the last 4 weeks haven't won a game in 246 days. We're fucking proud sponsors of Ampol. Who the fuck is? I'm not going to Ampol ever again to spend my petrol, and my team can't even play a second half of football.
Look,
we're going to be up by 30 points.
I was watching a bit of Terry yesterday, and they were like those guys, and the guys that he gets on the channel are diehard. It was Monday Blues on there. It was a lot of the diehard Carlton people, and they just said it's like a corporation at Carlton now. They don't give a shit about the jersey. They don't give a shit about the flag. It's about money. That's all it is. They don't care about the history. They don't care about the past or any of those sort of things. And this is coming from people like you who are diehard Carlton supporters who have lost their way. They don't know what to say, and one of the guys was on there. I wish I knew what his name was, but he had such a good analysis of the whole situation, and he said that it should be just written off from the top to the bottom.
His name's Paul. His name's Paul.
Yes. Did you watch it as well?
I watched it as well.
I watched it last night, man. What an analysis of the whole club that was. Yes. Amazing.
Good, Paul Sebastiani. Yes, I know him. He's a good bloke of mine. Yeah. But as I said, I agree with him. The club only cares about the money, and guess what? I've given them a lot of money, and they're happy right now.
Yeah.
But my team can't even play a freaking second half of footy. Imagine we're up by 30 points against West Coast. If we're up at half time, I'm turning my TV off. I'm not watching the second half. I'll come back. Game's done. I can't watch.
I know. No, West Coast can't come back, surely. No.
The thing is, I don't care if we lose to West Coast, but don't lose to fucking Collingwood, the team I can't stand, the team I hear their song after every single game. I've heard the Collingwood song 3 times this year. I've heard the Carlton song 0.
I know.
0.
Yeah.
And then these supporters come up to me and they're like, oh, don't worry, Johnny Collingwood, you'll be fine. Where the hell are you getting Johnny Collingwood from?
Yep.
People at the game going up to me. They're like, "Oh, Johnny Carlton. Oh, sorry, Johnny Collingwood.
Johnny
Sorry, what? Sorry, what?" My mum was there. My mum was like, "Wait, what? What did they call you?" I'm like, "I don't even know. Maybe they watch my podcast."
No.
But these three kids come up to me and they go, "Johnny Collingwood." I'm like, "I'm wearing a Carlton jersey, mate. I'm not freaking Johnny Collingwood." But anyways, I'm getting very frustrated, King. I've had my band-aid. I think my rant's gone long enough. I think it's time to forget about Carlton.
It was a beauty. It was a beauty. So no, that's 100% right. It's the frustration of the Carlton Football Club is widespread between all supporters. Like Terry, Terry's a diehard like you. He's defeated. Like all the diehard people are just, they don't know what to do.
Just
they
one
don't know
second.
What their club's going to do.
1 second. To my cousin who's in the chat saying soon to be Johnny Collingwood, but that's no chance. He's a Collingwood supporter and he gave me the shits. I am not a Collingwood supporter. I'll never be Johnny Collingwood. So that's a shout out to my cousin if you're listening.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
Anyways, enough about Carlton Collingwood. Let's move on. There was more games during the week, and
all right, let's start with a look at the next game. So it was the Geelong Cats 85 to North Melbourne 46. Melbourne. So not North Melbourne, Melbourne. Melbourne. Jeez. Look, I think I watched the beginning of this game and they started well. They went with Geelong at the beginning. I thought they were okay. It wasn't a massacre like it was going to be for the previous weeks, But once again, they can't finish off a game either. The frustration from the senior players in Melbourne was just stood out as well. But yeah, Geelong just too good down there at home. It was pretty obvious that was going to happen. I've got to give Melbourne credit for their performance in the first quarter and the second quarter, but Geelong just too good in the end.
Yeah, look, as you said, sad faces at the end. I saw Petrarca, who was just looked like he was struggling, man. He just wanted to see his team work. But look, positive thing about Melbourne, they scored the same points as Carlton did this week, both on 46. So good round of applause. At least the two shittest teams can score more than 45 points. So it's a bit of a relief.
That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, look, Geelong at home, too good. Bailey Smith doing his things. Jeremy Cameron just too good. As I said, we all knew this outcome. We didn't expect Melbourne to win in Geelong. But as I said, Melbourne's the same boat as Carlton. They're 0-4, and hopefully, as I said, hopefully this is their comeback week because they've got Essendon this week, and I love nothing more than an Essendon loss. So hopefully this is where Melbourne find their groove back and gather around. But as I said, Geelong were just too good in Geelong. So
that's it. Yep. And we talked about Adelaide, and we've got a lot of Crows supporters in, and congratulations to Johnsy and Dam and all the Crows supporters. Your team's going really well. You've played 3 really, really good weeks in a row, and Johnsy thinks you're going to be premiers, but anyway, don't get too excited. After that game, we had
Before you move on, can you just play the video one more time, please?
Oh yeah, okay, here we go.
Let's just play the video one more time, just to sweeten the voices.
No worries. Are we talking about robbed right in front of me, or?
Rob, yeah.
Absolutely, the Crows were robbed. Right in front of me. Right in front of me. Right in front of me. It was a joke. All right.
There we go. It's happened twice now, and it could happen again.
Only Adelaide cop that stuff.
The AFL loves you, Crows supporters. So yeah. And then,
All right,
they've
move
got
on.
the audacity. Then they've got the audacity to come out and apologise and say, "Yeah, we fucked that one up." So just don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Yeah,
Jeez.
typical AFL. Typical.
Oh my god. Anyway, then we went to so we had the Lions and Richmond, and the Lions got the win, 118 to 90. But for Richmond to put on 90 points, that's pretty bloody impressive at the MCG. So yeah, the Lions back at the MCG after the grand final, and yeah, what did you make of the your second favourite team, Johnny Carlton?
Yeah, no, look, this is the game that cheered me up, to be honest. I won my multi, first of all. Thank you, Brisbane Lions. I much appreciate it. Extra cash is lovely. So I won my multi. Yeah, look, the superstar that won the Norm Smith last year in the grand final played an absolute brilliant recovery game. Will Ashcroft, take a bow, you superstar. Just teared up the MCG. He loves playing there. You could see it. You can see he loves playing there. And he had his brother alongside him this time. It was just, yeah. Look, as I said, Lions are 4-0 without Big Joe Danaher as well. I said at the start of the season that they were going to struggle, but they're proving me wrong. But look, they came to MCG. They broke the hoodoo, and look, Lions they're looking good. Maybe they're a team that they can push Hawthorn to the limit. But yeah, no, as I said, Richmond, very impressive to put 90 points on the scoreboard against the former reigning premiers as well. So full credit to Richmond. You're just going to get better and better. These kids are just going to get better and better by game. So no, full credit to Richmond, but obviously Brisbane were just too strong. So,
and they're going to have some shit games. They're going to get poleaxed by some teams, and But out of the last 4 rounds, they've looked really good too. Like two of these rounds, they've looked really good, and it gives some hope to Richmond faithful that they're not going to be in the wilderness for too many years, and to take it up to Brisbane like that. And I know Brisbane might have fallen asleep or whatever, but no, they've got some young talent in there, so it should be good. Justice Sanger reckons Richmond looked good, so yeah, they did. So Lions Dogs will be a nice game to watch as well. That's is that this weekend?
Gather round, yeah.
Yep. So there
right.
we go.
Let's move on.
All right. Next game was Sydney versus North Melbourne. We did a watch along for this one. We did a watch along on TikTok. And we got 5,500 likes for that. So thank you very much for that, guys, over on TikTok. It was Sydney Swans 117 to North Melbourne 52, and the Swannies were just way too good. They just absolutely smashed North Melbourne. So their defensive, their tackling pressure, and the way that they just attacked the ball, outstanding. So yeah, wasn't bad. I was expecting more from North, to be honest. I was hoping they'd put up more of a fight, but they just got bashed by Sydney, to be honest.
100%. Look, as you said, what you said there was there. Look, I actually tipped North Melbourne, so I got that wrong. So that's a tip I won't get back. But yeah, no, look, as I said, you're gonna get that, North Melbourne fans. Like, you've had glimpses of hope in the last couple of weeks, which has been good.
Yeah.
But like that was a game I thought you guys could actually still, you know what I mean? But just like I think the same North Melbourne came out again, like the North Melbourne from last year. Like, as I said, maybe Sydney were just too good and they had the extra legs. But yeah, it was a shocking result. I didn't expect Sydney to smash them by at least like 50 points. But yeah, look, as I said, I reckon North will bounce back this week. But yeah, as I said, yeah, I agree with Dan. I don't think I'll tip North for a very long time as well. So
take a bow, Luke Parker. His
Yeah, take
singers. He played really well against his old team. He got lots of crap from all the Sydney players as well. Look, they just got out muscled. I think Warner was really good. The Sydney big guns were just going really well. So never tipping North again, J-Mar. There we go.
Welcome to the
damn tip North as well. So look, it's apparently Luke's been playing with the broken rib all season. Geez, there we go. That's from Dan. So if he has been, he's been doing really well. So I will tip North again against the Blues. There we go. That's a nice stab from Sanger there. Good on you.
Sanger, of course you would say that.
Yeah.
Typical St Kilda supporters.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's see how they go this week. But yeah, he's got a bit of work to do there, and the coach needs to do some things. I like that back line and their midfield. The forwards just didn't really do it this week. So yeah, we'll see how they go. But there's a few wins in them, that's for sure. So. All right, let's have a look. Then we went to GWS territory, to Johnny Carlton's third favourite team. GWS 132 to the West Coast Eagles 51. So it was a bit of a demolition job by GWS, but not unexpected. It was Jesse Hogan versus West Coast, I reckon. So yeah, sorry, Genwell, we went a bit early this time, so we went a bit early. So welcome in. And we just normally we're 8:30, but we had to do a bit of an early one tonight. So yeah,
we love it. We love an early one.
We do love an early one. What did you make of your high vis crew? And they just showed that they're definitely a top four side this year.
Yeah, no, look, I didn't watch this game, unfortunately. I was out. I was getting ready to come back and watch the Port Adelaide St Kilda game. But yeah, I heard, as I said, Hogan kicked 9, which is very impressive. And he was playing on against debutant as well, so poor debutant. Imagine playing your first game and your opponent kicks 9 goals on you. That's not a good start.
Not a good start of the season, that's for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, no, look, as I said, this result was expected. And yeah, look, Giants were just too good for the Eagles. And look, the Giants keep the tsunami keeps marching on. And
it does.
Yeah, as I said, it was just that easy for the Giants. So
that's it.
Yeah.
Eagles look totally fractured. Anyone that thinks that the Oscar Allen, isn't it? Not Oscar Ryan. Saga hasn't affected the group is lying to themselves.
Yeah, look, well, as I said, if it's affecting them now, it's in terrible land because it's only round 4. But look, as I said, like the West Coast that played against Brisbane, I want to see more of that. You know, they gave it to Brisbane. They did. The line. Like that's the line. I don't want to say it this week. I hope you can hear me, West Coast. Do not play this week against Carlton, please. Do not play like that.
Exactly.
Because you actually beat us. But like that's the West Coast I want to see. You know what I mean? Like I thought they were going to give Fremantle a ride for their money, but just disappointing. But yeah, as I said, Giants too good, and they move on to next week. So
they had Ali Reid in a Hawthorn bloody jersey during the week as well, so that didn't help things either. So
yeah,
I don't know. They've got an okay side, but it just I don't know. I think they'll just be down there at the bottom again, which is not good for the West Coast supporters. Like it's one of the biggest supporter bases in the AFL. And they're not going to put up with that for too long, I wouldn't have thought.
By the way, GWS, if you're hearing me, there's a kid called Just Sanger, and you're versing him this week. Smash the shit out of him, please, GWS. That's all I ask for, please.
That's all you're asking for? There we go. Yeah.
Smash Sanger's team, please. That's all I care about.
Alan will kick a bag against Carlton.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah, well,
I
there
don't
we go.
agree. I don't agree with that. He's playing on Wiedering, so I think Wiedering's one of the best one-on-one defenders.
Ah,
So
100% he is. Yeah. All right, let's have a look at the next game. It was I did watch this game. I was over at my mate's place watching this game. It was St Kilda 89 to Port Adelaide 72. Oh, Port Adelaide. What is happening? They could have won this, I reckon, and they just, I don't know. They've got a bit of Carlton syndrome where they can't finish a game off as well. They drop their heads as well. They've got 2 or 3 of their top name players just can't keep on trying to save the game for the whole team. Like they just don't play. They don't play well as a team, and I don't know what it is. I was talking to Chris C about it. They've lost 2 players. They've only lost 2 players, so they've got their team from last year, but it's just not happening.
yeah, no, look, I agree. Look, first of all, I just want to give a shout out that the Guernsey looks so good.
Oh,
I rated that.
It was so good. Both Guernseys were so good. Even Saints was good as well. Yeah.
But yeah, look, I'm going to give one man some credit here because he absolutely deserves it, and that man is Jason Horne-Francis, because he played a brilliant game, Jason Horne-Francis, and he actually put Port Adelaide back in the game. Like, he kicked the first 2 goals of the game.
He did, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. And I love how Jason Horne-Francis does that. But then when Zach Butters comes back from his first game, he wants to get into a fight in the first 5 minutes of the game. Like, settle down, Zach. You've been out for 4 weeks. I know you miss footy, but don't get into a fight. Like, there's no time for fights now, mate. You go back into the game, you play your football. But he just loved the fight. So, typical Zach Butters thing.
Exactly.
But, look, watching this game, Sam Powell-Pepper was a bit off. I don't know what's wrong with Powell-Pepper.
He's just not good with his hands this week. I don't know, like he wasn't able to hold marks, and
Port Adelaide's backline just worries me, man. And exactly what happened. St Kilda took advantage of it. Jackie Higgins, who else was there? Mitchie Owens, like they just took advantage. Darcy Wilson, and the sire Wangaleen Malira. What a game this kid had, mate. He's just better and better. And as I said, help me with the Supercoach points. Thank you, Nasiah. I love you for that. But, look, as I said, St Kilda were just, from start to go, St Kilda were just brilliant, I thought. They were just the better team.
Congratulations, Sanger. Like, Sanger comes in and hangs out with us. We know he's St Kilda supporter, so congratulations, mate. Your team's going really well. They played really, really well the last 3 weeks. And... They just played all the way. Like, they played all the way to the end. Like, they didn't give up all the way to the end. They could have. There was only 2 goals in it, and they could have done that. And they just kept on fighting. They kept on defending. So that's really good signs for the Saints. And Port have got to, like, the bosses of Port Adelaide keep saying, "We've got a new game plan, and we've." Changing the game plan, and why are you changing the plan? If the game plan is passing the ball and not kicking it, Chris was saying there was grannies in the crowd yelling out over the fence, "Kick the fucking ball, don't handball." When the fans are just yelling out to the players, "Kick the ball," that's not good. So Ken done his best. I don't know how many more games. I would think 1 or 2 more games that Ken's got left in him. I would think before they pull the trigger, and maybe it is time that Josh Carr came in and took over and put some freshness into the team, or I don't know what you do. So. The 3rd youngest team in the league, and we can win. So Sanger's saying the Saints are the 3rd youngest team in the league. So that's very good.
Just responding to again. Well, he has Zach Butters to Carlton. That's not happening, mate. No chance in hell. So we don't want Zach. But yeah. All right, King, move on.
Move on. Next game. Next game was. Oh, hang on. We'll just give it a bit of a scroll down here. Just give me 1 second. All right. Oh, we got. There we go. Just in the last game. So the last game was the Western Bulldogs and Fremantle over in Optus Stadium. I watched this on Sunday night with my mate as well. It was Fremantle 97 to the Bulldogs 81, and what a good game it was. It was probably one of the games of the weekend, I thought. Fremantle played well. The Bulldogs went with them the whole time. I thought it was going to be a bigger win to Freo, but the Dogs kept on coming back and coming back and coming back. And for the amount of players that I think they've got 8 or 9 injured players out of the Bulldogs. I know everybody's got injuries, but yeah, to have the amount of senior players out of the Bulldogs and still to be able to perform and almost get the win over in Perth. Well done to the Dogs. But Fremantle, I tipped them. They got the win, and they needed that win as well. So, but they nearly threw it away, but no, they got there in the end. What did you make of this one?
Yeah, look, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch this game. So I only watched the Port Adelaide St Kilda game. Hey, there's sirens going in the back in your house, King. Must be to Carlton Football Club.
Every day. Yep.
They must be going to the Carlton Football Club because that's what we need at the moment. But anyways, look, I didn't watch this game. I heard things about it. I thought Sam Darcy played a good game. I heard he killed a bag. I thought the big kahuna, Josh Tracy, played a good game too.
Yep.
Look, as I said, Bulldogs were in it, but then Freo just ran away with it. We saw a little bit of Shy Bolton special. First time in the Freo colours doing his magical things. But
he was very, very good. Yep.
Yeah, so... look, apart from that, I thought Freo were just too good at home, and if it was in Marvel Stadium, maybe a different outcome, but Freo at home, 2 weeks in a row, they're back on track now, 2-2.
Yep.
And, anyways.
That's 100%. Just saying that Port need to stop handballing. It's ruining them. So I 100% agree with that. They've just lost their way.
Are you okay, Johnny? Oh, look, I was in the rain on Thursday night. I think I got a bit of a cough from it. Not good sitting in the rain watching your team fucking play shit, but
that's it.
Anyways. Yeah, do I got a head cold? Yeah, Toby, I think it is, mate. Watching Carlton, it's not good, mate. But I'm better. I went to work today, so I'm good. But you could hear it in my voice. But it's what happens when you follow Carlton, mate. You got to do the consequences.
That's right. Yeah. What's the sinking ship, Johnsy? Well, we put. Let's have a look at the top 8. We love Port handballing. They play well. Again, well, that's a classic. Let's have a look at the top 8. So we'll bring that up. And the mighty Fighting Hawks are on top with 4 wins with Brisbane Lions. So what a difference between last year and this year for Brisbane. Like, they were 0-5 and now they're 4-0. So crazy. The Gold Coast Suns is probably the surprise packet there, sitting in 3rd place, but deservedly so. GWS in 4th. The Adelaide Crows in 5th. Collingwood 6th. St Kilda, good on you, Sanger, sitting in 7th. And the Geelong Cats are in 8th place. So, what do you make of the table? Are you surprised? Are you know?
To be honest, this is my top 8 actual prediction. But the only team that's missing is my fucking team.
Your team, exactly. Yeah. No,
so the only change that was in my prediction was Carlton in St Kilda out. Every other team I had in there, they're in there. I had Geelong in the 8. I had Hawthorn, I had Brisbane, I had Gold Coast, I had Adelaide. I had the Giants in there. No one else had the Giants in the 8. I had the Giants in the 8. So
I didn't have Saints in the 8 at all. But
no one.
I did have the Gold Coast lower, about 7th, but I did have the Hawks at 1. So Peter Sard, g'day, welcome in to the chat as well, up the Dons. So
my other cousin joining.
Your
They just
cousin,
love
there
to
we
talk.
go. All the family's coming in today. So
Yeah, mate, the family.
speaking of the Dons, let's have a look at the bottom of the table. So at 9 we've got Sydney Swans, Western Bulldogs at 10, Fremantle 11, Port Adelaide 12. I'm really surprised that Port Adelaide is sitting in 12th spot. They're a lot higher than I thought they should be, to be honest. North Melbourne 13, Essendon 14, Richmond 15, Carlton 16, Melbourne 17, and West Coast in 18. Carlton and Melbourne at 16 and 17 is just crazy.
Yeah, I had Sydney out of the 8. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, you have Sydney out of the 8," but I did have them out of the 8. Actually, I realised I actually had Adelaide 9th. The team that I actually had in them was Freo. I actually have Freo in the top 4.
Yeah.
And they're 11th. And I obviously had Carlton in the 8, but yeah, let's not talk about that because Carlton is shit. Can't believe Essendon. I can't believe Essendon and Richmond are above Carlton
They
right
are,
now.
yeah. And I do have to apologise to Peter because he's just come into the chat in the last 30 seconds and I go and drop a bloody Essendon bomb on him. So sorry about that, mate. So
no, he's my cousin. Don't worry, I'll snap him up next week.
There we go. Right. Yeah. So look, I think look, Richmond being above Carlton and Melbourne, it's just mind blowing, to be honest. Like, I don't know. 11 likes. Thank you guys for the likes. Who do you see? Do you see any of these teams that are in the bottom now? Do you see any of them that can? I think the Dogs could get into the 8. I think Sydney could get into the 8, maybe.
Freo,
maybe. Yeah, Freo if they keep going. But after that, I don't know, to be honest. So
you think Carlton? You think Carlton's done, not making the 8 now?
Sitting at 16 now. That's a long way to come back from. I know it's only 0-4. You don't want to be 1-6 in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, no. Look, as I said, we're 2 games out of the 8. Let's be real, Carlton fans. Yeah. We're only 2 games out of the 8. So if we can obviously change our season around, look, as I said, Brisbane and Hawthorn did it last year as well.
Yeah.
They both started 0-5, and look how they ended up. Brisbane won the flag, Hawthorn made a prelim. So, as I said, still early days, but yeah, look, Carlton's top 8 chances are not looking good at the moment. So,
yeah, that's true.
Hopefully, not with that percentage, but hopefully an 80-point win against West Coast. How good would that sound for?
Well, that'll be that's needed, to be honest. Some of these teams are winning by big margins, are getting good percentage points. So, if these top teams like GWS and they keep on winning by 50 and 60, and their percentage is they're just smashing the percentage, that's going to be the difference. We seen what happened last season with that 7 to almost 14. So it was so close. But yeah, it's definitely going to happen again.
100%. 100%. Well, I was going to talk about Gather Round and how excited I was going to go to the rounds on Sunday. I was actually preparing Thursday night. I was actually preparing after the game how I was going to talk at the end of the game about Gather Round and how I was about to leave. But obviously I've changed my mind and I've decided to stay in Melbourne and not go to. So sorry, Chris and C and Jacob. I'll speak to them tomorrow on the Footy podcast. But it was an honest decision. Carlton did not reserve my money, so decided to stay home. But
so we've got a couple of minutes before we wrap it up. So if you've got any questions in the chat, throw them at Johnny Carlton and myself, and we'll have a look at so tomorrow night we've got the footy show. We'll go through what J. Crom thought of the round as well, and we'll do our tips for this week as well. So yeah, have you seen the NGA prospects for Essendon?
Do you want me to answer that?
Yeah. I don't know what NGA is, so.
The academy. Yeah, look,
Oh, okay.
two Essendon boys that are going to tear up the competition in the next couple of years. They're both small forwards as well. They're like Isaac Kako.
They are like Isaac Kako.
They're like Isaac Kako. It's scary good. So if Essendon can get both of them, well, they could be, unless everything changes. But yeah, no, I forgot their names. I did see the highlight over the weekend, but I think one of them's named Ahmed or something. But yeah, they're dangerous
and you've got Caddy as well, Pete. So another good a good young bloke there as well in the Bombers side.
Exactly. Carlton might not deserve your money, Johnny Carlton, but Adelaide definitely will. Decent place to go to. Look, again, I went there last year and I had a really good time. I met the crew. I met Chris C. He was the only one that I didn't see, but I met him. But yeah, look, mate, I can't go to Adelaide 0-4, mate. I just can't do it, mate. I'm sorry, I can't. I'd rather work Thursday, Friday than taking it off. I'd rather work, get money in, and just nah.
Thoughts on Higgins saying he doesn't like Adelaide?
Did you hear about it? No.
No.
So after the game, Higgins said, one of the commentators asked Jack Higgins from St Kilda, so what are your thoughts about Adelaide? He goes, I don't like the place. And he's like, I'm just going to stay in the hotel and play video games with the boys.
Oh, did he really?
Not visit Adelaide. So he doesn't like Adelaide. He's just going to play video games with the boys all week while they're in Adelaide.
I didn't think they'd come back. So, yeah, I thought they'd stay over there. Typical Higgins, Victorian response from Chris C. Yeah, it is. Husam El Ak.
That's it.
Aka?
That's
Is that from the academy? He's from the academy.
Yep. That's it. That's the guy.
Pete, he told us how much he spent on Carlton tonight. I couldn't believe it. $30,000. Far out, you know. So there we go.
Yeah, he loves to laugh. In my face, but
just a spoiler for my predictions. Hang on, that's scrolling up too fast. Hang on, let me get that break. Predictions: I'll take a loss against Port if we win versus Geelong. There we go. You're not gonna take a loss against Port 100%. So don't worry about that, Genwell. So.
Chris C, as if you ain't coming, Johnny. I'm not coming, mate. I made my decision. I'm sorry, Chris C. I love you, but
yeah, he's not coming.
Yeah, Chris C, go to St Kilda.
Drew, love you, Toby. Drew wants to know who invited Pete. Everybody's welcome, as long as you give us a like and a follow. So give us a sub, boys. So. We're trying to grow the channel, so it'd be good to have you on board. So
yeah, look, our family drama in the chat, love that.
Yeah, we do watch-alongs on the weekend, so we know we've got a bit of competition this year, so we'll take it up to them as well. Actually, I saw some doggies players at the airport today. Bramble and Kamas, is it Hamas?
Baku Kamas.
Kamas, yeah. Coming back to Melbourne.
No, they're going.
Oh, they're going.
Oh,
okay.
no, they would. They will be coming from Perth. Yeah, they would have been coming back today.
Yeah.
They played in Perth. That's right. I thought they played here. So
go away. The real footy fans are talking, bud. 100%.
Banter.
Waiting for Toby to unblock me. Damn. So come on, Toby, unblock him. I'm not sure. So for some reason, I don't know why it is, but some people can't see Toby's chat, but a lot of other people can. It's weird. So
a little bit of backstory. I don't know if you just saw Peter Sard's comment. It says, "Ask Johnny the dare I have to do." So we made a dare. If Carlton make the finals this year, he has to have a Carlton tattoo on his face, and he's an essence of.
No way. And you don't have to do a Bombers. You don't have to do a Bombers on your forehead, do you?
No, I'm never tatting an essence thing on my head. No way. But he made the bet. if Carlton make a finals and they win, he's
Wow.
gonna get a Carlton tattoo on it. I pinned the comment so it's saved, and it's.
I think
wish
you're looking. I think you're looking all right at the moment, Pete. So,
Yeah.
but you never know. They could turn things. They could turn things around. So
Exactly.
there we go. Just remember, Johnny, believe in Joe Hendry.
I do, mate. I do every day.
We were on the watch along, and you couldn't stop singing Joe Hendry's song. So they won't make the finals. I don't think they will either, Dan. But you know, these things happen.
All right, King. I think it's time to wrap it up.
All right. Yeah. Thanks everybody for coming in, and really appreciate the new people who have popped into the chat. Johnny's got his family to come in tonight, so we really appreciate that. But if you're watching along and you're new, HFD Footy, we will kick on during the year. Tomorrow night we've got the footy show. Chris is working, so I'll be at the controls. But we'll go from there. And then this weekend, I'll be in Melbourne as well. So I will be doing plenty of watch-alongs this weekend for Gather Round. So it should be a good round of footy. So, yeah, I'll be doing a food challenge. Oh, yeah. So Chrissy will be doing a food challenge on Thursday night. The Big V, who, if you go to YouTube, you can find the Big V, or on Instagram. He is a massive guy who is a big food... smashes food challenges, and Chris will be joining him this Thursday in Adelaide. So there we go. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of fun as well. But thank you, Johnny Carlton. Thank you for your rant tonight. It was absolutely massive. It's going to go viral, so hopefully. And
no worries, mate. That's the plan.
Fat Rat
All right, mate.
HSP challenge. There we go. The HSP's come out. So there we go. All right, guys. Thank you for joining the King and the Prince tonight for after the game, and we will see you tomorrow night on. Teresa's just popped in. How are you feeling, Joe? She's coming at the last second. Jeez.
I knew she would. I knew she would, buddy, Teresa.
You left her on a little bit late. We're just about to leave, but Teresa, we'll stick around for 30 seconds just so you can give your 2 cents worth. And
Teresa, if you want to hear the rant, just click the video back again after we're done, and just play the first 10 minutes, and you'll hear her. Oh, it's okay. She got her dig in. Everyone's going Johnny Collins.
No, he had a massive rant tonight. So go back and watch that, Teresa. It's a beauty. So he didn't hold back at all. So
no, there's no Johnny Collingwood merch coming.
King and the video. Coming, so there we go.
King and the video. There's too many Johnny Collingwood comments. And the freaking video. And the stream.
Take care, guys. Take care. Spike your hair, and as always, stay hunky.
Stay hunky.
See you next time.